Good evening, everybody. This is Thursday night political hot seat. This is a live call-in show. You could call in at 727-8750. Once again, that's 727-8750. And in a little while, I will have a trivia question for you to win a free $20 gift certificate from the Red Rock Barbecue restaurant over there. I don't know where it's by, but anyway, you guys know where it's at because you always call in with the answers. So anyway, there will be a trivia question coming up very shortly. And I'm here live with a candidate for county clerk. And so her name is Sheila Winn, and she's running for county clerk against, I won't mention the other name, that's your opponent. So go ahead, Sheila, why the interest in county clerk?
Actually, after working in the law for as long as I have, I went out of the cocktail business. I began in the casino world like many people do. And after cocktailing and going to school, I went to work for a law firm. And then I transferred to the clerk's office out here in Pahrump. I was here for 10 years in the clerk's office. I was the chief deputy clerk for the last 7 years. And I just saw things that I thought might be improved, and I didn't feel my voice was being heard as much as it should. So I thought, what the heck, I might as well go for it. So.
Well, you do have the experience then, and
yes.
10 years, and so, you know, outside of, everybody knows about the election things that the county clerk gets involved in every 2 or 4 years. Outside of that, is there anything more of interest that people should really realize you guys do?
Actually, the clerk's office is responsible for so very many things that people don't even know that that's what we do. Of course, there's the elections, and that's a huge burden for the clerk's office in the respect of many, many inundated voter registration forms and getting things changed, getting things, the rolls to the point that they need to be. But we also are the district court clerk, so we handle all of district court proceedings. We are the clerk for the district court. We have their files, the evidence that's used in any trial. We do fictitious firm names. We do marriage licenses. We issue notary filings. We also issue the license to perform marriages in the state of Nevada, and that still isn't all of our duties.
Oh, you guys could perform a marriage?
If you're a notary, you can perform a marriage. We've kept that separate from the clerk's office, but we do issue the license to the appropriate party, whether it's a pastor or a minister or a notary public as of last year.
A notary public could marry people, huh?
Absolutely.
Someday, who knows? Me and my partner have been together for 50 years now, so someday we might get married. I mean,
well, if you decide to do that,
the great-grandchildren keep insisting.
You do that. Anyway, you let me know. I'll go ahead and perform it. I am a notary.
We do have a caller on the line, and her name is Stephanie. Go ahead, Stephanie. Can you
hear? Hey, Sheila. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Steph. How are you?
I am doing just great. I'm looking forward to November. I love working with you. You are just... she is the sweetest person in the whole world. No matter what happens, she always keeps her cool. She makes sure things get done. And I've worked with Sam also. You know, you and I both have, neither of us have anything bad to say about the lady, but I believe you deserve a chance to do your best. I think that you will.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate that.
I look forward to seeing you in November, even if you're only there voting.
Thank you, ma'am. You will see me.
All righty, see her. Good luck.
Bye.
Bless your heart.
Now, I think Stephanie's the one that keeps telling me, when I keep going back to vote, she tells me I can't do it.
No, you're only entitled that one vote. That's something that's very...
Not one a day?
Not one a day. I'm sorry, Bill.
I always started on the early voting thing, and I get more of them in, and they always tell me to get out.
I know. We keep track of that thing too closely, don't we?
Well, you know, even if I wear a wig or a mask, they still catch me.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. You know. But anyhow... back to, you worked as 10 years, and you worked before that in a law firm.
I did.
For a lawyer?
I did.
For a real lawyer?
A real lawyer. We did workers' compensation law for the most part, which some people don't consider real law because it's administrative, but it is equally the law. It's just different mandates than just the NRS. Most of workers' comp is handled by the NAC or the Nevada Administrative Codes.
Right. Okay. Well, I know Sam. She's been around for a few years now, and I was just curious. Is there any big major changes you might make if you went in, or you got anything in plan, or?
Actually, I have so many things that I'd like to do. One of the things that when I was employed there, I was working on was a district court case management system it was developed by a program called New Dawn, and it was to ease the filing process. It was also going to allow the public to be able to view their documents online. We would have them scanned. It would have taken the paper flow down some. It had so many capabilities. But when I left employment, it hadn't been to the point that it was ready to go live, is what they would call it. And I'm not sure of the status of it right now, but I think that particular program will make the district court run so much more smoother. So I want to get that enacted. I want to see if we can get a master calendar established. Excuse me, my mouth is dry. May I take a drink?
No, water? Oh, no. I thought maybe we were going to have some Jack Daniels or something, but.
No, but it'll alleviate a lot of the stress of the court just having that program in. So that would be my first goal, is to get that handled and get that up and live and running. Because like I said, I think it kind of hit a stalemate when I left.
All right, well, we do have another caller now, and it's JP. Go ahead, JP, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Is there any notary in Pahrump that has a raised notary seal that is legal in foreign countries?
No, ma'am. However, you can go to the office and have a certified copy of a document with a raised seal placed on it by the clerk, as well as the notary stamp, and that should suffice even in another country. I believe the charge would be $6. I can't be certain of that because I'm not there right now, but if you take your notarized paper in and let them know you need a certified copy of it, they can certify it as good as an original, place that a raised seal on it that most of the outlying countries and whatnot need, and that will suffice for you.
You are cutting out. I'm missing half of it.
I'm sorry, where did I lose you?
The number of the state of something. Ask for the number of the state of something seal.
Ask for the certified copy of your notarized document, and the clerk will place a seal on it for you.
Is it a raised seal?
That one is, yes, ma'am.
And what office do I go to?
If you go to the courthouse right there on Basin, you can go there and go into the first door on your right. That is the clerk's office. And any one of the deputy clerks can make you a certified copy of your document.
That sure beats mailing it to Carson. City.
Well, I hope it was helpful, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now, do they get it certified before they come in and get this raised seal, or do they get the raised seal?
There are two different things. Notary and certified are different. A notary public is basically verifying who you are and that they know that you are the one that has signed that document. They've verified your ID and they've verified that that's your signature. What most outside countries are looking for is that raised seal that she was referring to. Notary stamps don't have a raised seal, they're just the stamp themselves.
Right.
So it's easy if you make a copy, you can't really tell. Now with a raised seal from the clerk's office, it's raised. If you make a copy, the seal is gone. So they're two different processes. You have it notarized first, then to the clerk's office, and you can have it certified as an original with that raised seal.
Do you need that for a passport?
No, you do not need it for
Oh.
a passport, but many people use it for if they're receiving benefits from another country or survivor benefits. Most times is when I would see it. They'd come in and need to be notarized, and then we would also do the raised seal as the clerk.
No, I didn't even know that. I didn't.
Oh.
I don't go to many foreign countries.
Yeah,
They
me
won't-
either.
Well, they don't let me in. Anyway, we do have another caller, and that's Amy. Go ahead, Amy.
First of all, thank you for the gift certificate to Red Sky. It's absolutely wonderful to go there. I appreciate it. And I do have a question for Sheila. I've been watching both candidates closely, and I wonder how this works when there is a campaign, when the clerk is involved, and they're also the ones that manage the voting. How is that process allowed, and what might be an improvement that Sheila would make in the future?
Okay, Amy, actually that is something that we checked with the Secretary of State each time Miss Merlino was on the ballot while I worked with her. There is nothing precluding her from being there. That is her job as the elected official. That's her job to do the elections. Now the change that I would probably make would simply be to back myself out of it, to make sure I had enough deputies to handle it or someone else where I could be present to do what needed to be done, but I wasn't the one that you were having to deal directly with me being on the ballot. I too believe that's a little bit of a bias for us. I think it gives us a little bit of an update or a step up. So I would probably just step myself out of it. But there's nothing precluding her from being there other than the bias perceived by the people that are voting. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I got a question. Can you request, or would it be appropriate for you to request somebody on your campaign to be present at all times during this voting, or is that just too unreal?
As the clerk or as any candidate?
Well, as you running for clerk and the other person's running for clerk, they get to be in there all the time. Can you request someone to be present on your behalf all the time?
Well, technically, yes, I could. We have poll watchers all the time. We have people that come down and do the counts as people leave. They'll do little check marks to count how many people have voted. And so we have poll watchers often. So I technically could. Would it look appropriate to the rest of the community? I don't know. I trust Sam to make sure that she does her job, and I don't think I need someone there.
Okay, well, I got another question on that too, but I think
Okay.
we're going to be going to a break here in a very short time.
Okay.
So I won't ask it yet.
Okay, I'll be on pins and needles.
I won't ask that one yet. Well, remember, folks, this is a live call-in show at 727-8750. And you can call in and ask the questions yourself. I don't want to hear about why I didn't ask this or that or something else. It's up to you to call in and ask those questions, not me. And anyway, we are going to a break right now. We'll be right back after these messages.